Hey everybody, it's Michael Termini with the Game House, and today I'm joined by TSM Spica after a massive W versus Golden Guardians. So I
hmm
guess we gotta start off with that. Seems like TSM, obviously, the last couple weeks has been struggling, roster changes
hmm
nonstop. Just how does it feel morale-wise,
Uh-huh.
sorry, to have a win?
Oh, I mean, it definitely feels great. I would say this split has been a bit rough. I mean, I feel like we started out pretty decent, but due to like a lot of circumstances, we're here. But I definitely think this win helps a lot. For our playoff indication, and also just for teamwork in general, because I think this game wasn't great, so it's a good win.
So you just mentioned it, but the playoffs, obviously, TSM is gunning for that, eighth or
hmm
seventh spot.
Yeah.
So Immortals hasn't played today yet, who's probably your
hmm
main competition. But do you guys
Yeah.
think that TSM has the ability to make this last spot? And what changes do you really need to make or continue to improve on to make it?
Uh-huh. I mean, I think definitely making playoffs isn't difficult. I mean, we have 4 wins now, right? So we're definitely around the spot of making playoffs. Um, I think just mainly, um, I would say the biggest thing is definitely team cohesion. We've had a lot of roster changes. It's very hard to feel out how your teammates play, how to actually play the game as a team. Right? I feel like the game is progressively moving towards 5 players being on the same page and working together. And I think we struggle a lot with that, how to communicate, how we want to play the game, what to do. And I'm glad we could pull out the win. I think we play as a team really well today. We listen to each other, but I think that's something we have to work on.
How has it been for you dealing with all these different
Mhm.
roster iterations, the 20 trillion different versions of TSM this year? Because
Yeah.
obviously the jungle is a position where you're moving around, you're helping all your teammates, you have to,
hmm
communicate a lot. So with Solo
Uh-huh.
coming in and Chime coming in and Instinct and Soul previously and
hmm
Huni gone, how has that been for
Yeah.
you?
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't even know how many, what roster is this? Maybe like the seventh one in terms of iteration. Definitely been really, really difficult. Just because, like you said, jungle is all about, moving your teammates, helping your teammates, right? And my teammates keep changing every week. So that's something we have to figure out every week, how we want to play the game. What is it, play style, what champs we like to play, what's my role, especially in the team. And that just comes with a lot of games, playing with each other, but it's definitely been difficult adjusting. I would say, um, that's just something I have to work on as well. Just talk more to my teammates, understanding how they want to play, and hopefully we'll show better team cohesion and then pick up a few more wins in the playoffs.
So this week Soul was out and Solo came in.
hmm
So how
Yeah,
has Solo been for you guys? Obviously he was doing decent on Academy, but
yeah.
got
hmm
promoted. So how's it been playing with him?
I mean, he's definitely more experienced than Sol. So he knows a lot of the nuances of just the pro play in general. So it kind of takes a bit off my shoulder where I have to tell him what to do in mid game, especially. I think a lot of rookies they lane pretty well, but they don't understand rotations and things like that. And just having Solo on the team, I can always trust him to play the game, in a smooth way. I would say, whatever benefits the team the most. So it's definitely been a weight off my shoulder. And I think hopefully we can start moving towards having better performances, having more team cohesion, and just playing better together and figure out what our place is. I think that's the most important thing.
So a lot of TSM fans have been very excited about Instinct and Soul these last
Mm-hmm.
couple weeks and how they've been performing. So what are your thoughts
Mm-hmm.
on these two rookies and, where do you think their future's going to be?
I mean, I think on the topic, so I think he lanes really, really well. I can definitely see him becoming like a really, really good LCS top laner. Obviously I think he's only played pro players for like half a year, right? So he doesn't know a lot of the rotations and macro things of the game, and I feel like that's why we I guess he has to step down because it just make after Solo comes in, he's a veteran player, makes the game a lot easier. Especially since I feel like if you have two rookie signers, right? It's hard to focus on. You want to help your rookie, you want to help him develop, right? You want to kind of like babysit him in a sense, but I feel like it's a lot hard when both your signers are rookies. So it's like, oh, we split focus. Oh, should we help this guy or help that guy? So I feel like having veteran presence just also helps Instinct a lot. And I think he did pretty decent today.
Heading into the Golden Guardians game, they had a huge swap this week. Pride
Uh
Soccer out, River in. So how did that change
huh.
your game plan to take down Golden Guardians this week?
Um, I wouldn't say there is a much change of game plan. I would say River's a lot more active compared to Price I think Price likes to play for himself a lot. He doesn't really gank unless it's efficient for himself, right? So
Mm.
so we're in prep. We're like, okay, River might try to gank early, so we should be careful. We should try to find him, right? If we find him and our lanes are okay, we should be fine because I feel like our mid game's a lot better.
Mhm.
And that's what we did. He had a good early game dive. But after that, we track him well. We always know where he is, and we just outplay them in mid game, and we get the win.
So the final and most important question here.
Mhm.
You were previously known as the Ratio King. And Vulcan has come in,
Yeah,
stolen
yeah,
this
yeah,
title
yeah.
with such grandiose. I gotta wonder,
Uh-huh.
how does it make you feel?
I mean, honestly, it was fun when I did it last year. I kind of grew out of it, but also it's like when you're losing a lot, those usually having fun does not go well, right?
Uh,
So hopefully, when we start winning more, I can just be more happy in general. I feel like definitely when you're losing, especially as a professional player, where you're doing it every day. Like
mm,
I come into office at 10 a.m. I leave at like 11 a.m. 12 a.m. right, or 12 p.m. Sorry. It's pretty much like your whole day, whole life, right? So definitely when you're in the losing team, the vibe just feels down. It's a lot harder to have fun. So hopefully when we start winning more, whenever I could show that more. I love bantering on Twitter. I love posting like some banger tweets,
yeah.
things like that, and hopefully more of those are coming.
Well, the fans have certainly missed the shit talk as well. But thank you for
Yeah, yeah,
having this
yeah,
interview with me. I genuinely
yeah.
appreciate it. And
Mhm,
check out thegamehouse.com for more LCS interviews.
mhm.
Thank you for checking out the interview. We have some channel updates. If you don't care, feel free to click out. I don't mind. But hey, the number one thing I wanted to say is thank you for all the feedback. Over the last couple weeks, I received some very honest, very blunt feedback about the professionalism of some of the interview stuff, and it is taken, and I genuinely appreciate it. I was recording in my bedroom. My bed is literally just a bed and a weighted blanket. That's all I use, but it looked really crappy and it looked unprofessional. So it has been heard. I have moved all the stuff to a new room. It's still a incredible work in progress. I want to, reduce the echo. I want to have better lighting. I have a new webcam, but it still looks crappy because there's really bad lighting. So once all this is sorted out, it's going to kick ass. And I really appreciate anyone who has given us feedback, whether it was nice, mean, cruel, anywhere in the middle. It is genuinely appreciated because that is what makes the channel better. Speaking of better, though, and increasing the quality of our content over at the Game House, for our coverage of Worlds 2022 and the LCS Summer Split Finals, we should have a Blackmagic 4K as our camera for that event, which is a absolute killer camera, and it's going to look great. So hopefully the interviews that come out of that are super crisp and super good. So thank you for all the feedback. We genuinely appreciate it. And make sure to check out the Game House for more LCS interviews.